Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. Sending everyone limitless love. And today I wanted to talk about telling your story. You know, whether you're an artist or just a content creator, you know, it's a beautiful thing just to share your story, a little bit about who you are, something a little bit more personal that, you know, people can grasp onto. I always like to share where I'm at on my musical journey so that those who are interested, you know, they'll be able to have more of an emotional connection there. And usually people will have at least something that they'll be able to connect to you about, you know, some similarities. And it's a beautiful thing to know that there's other people out there similar to you, or maybe you can learn from their differences, right? Maybe they're doing something that you would like to do, or you can learn a lesson from their story. And it's the same the other way around. You know, the more that you share for the world, then the people who need to find it actually have that opportunity to find it, right? Maybe you've gone through something tough. Maybe it's even really tough to talk about, but if we can, you know, have the courage to express that and to share that with the world, then maybe it might even help somebody. Maybe it might even save a life, right? Some of those tough things that we've gone through, you know, maybe we wouldn't wish anybody else to go through that. And if we can share our story and some insight about it, then others can take the wisdom from that and they don't have to go through the same hardships or pain that you've gone through, right? So it's such a powerful thing just to be a little bit more vulnerable, right? And to share those things that are deep within us. You know, a lot of times on social media, people just want to share the positive, all the beautiful, wonderful things going on in our lives. And, you know, that's probably because it is hard to share some of those tougher things. And sometimes we don't really want people to know those parts about ourselves. We want to seem like we're perfect and everything. And, you know, I'm making this video because this applies to me, right? I definitely tend to just want to have this sort of perfect image and not reveal some of the deeper, darker things about myself to other people. And, you know, I was on this call or watching a replay of the call today. I'm in this artist activators group with all these different artists and, you know, helping each other to, you know, find better ways to go about creating and go about sharing our art with the world, and how to keep each other on track to make sure that we're really putting our focus where it needs to be. And somebody had a beautiful story about this. You know, they were going on tour. It was supposed to be for like a month, and it ended up getting cut short. You know, they only stayed for about a week. And they were talking about, you know, getting stuck at a hotel and all these different things. And then the guy who was leading the call, he was saying, that's a beautiful thing, you know, to share that, because he's been through so many different struggles and things like that on tour. And, you know, he's just talking about all those things are just to level you up, right? They bring you so much experience, and, you know, you learn from those things. Maybe you won't make the same mistake next time, or maybe you'll realize, you know, the guy was saying it was actually a blessing because these people he was on tour with, he didn't actually have a good, you know, vibe with them. He didn't really resonate with their vibe. And so it was actually, you know, a blessing within a curse. But the guy was talking about, you know, those are the moments that show you how strong you really are, when you go through the shit and it starts to challenge you and you somehow have to find your way through that. You know, it makes you a stronger person. You know, it helps you to evolve and realize you can be more flexible, and it starts to put your imagination and your intellect to the test, and once again your courage. And it's a beautiful thing just to release, you know, all the fear and anxiety of people seeing you, of being heard, of being felt, because we all deep down want those things. But maybe we've been hurt in the past, right? So we're afraid to open up to people and to share those little parts of us. Maybe we've been shamed for them before, or, you know, we start to shame ourselves and put that guilt upon ourselves for things we've done in the past. And, you know, it's a new day, it's a new time to release all of that, right? To let it off our chest, to let it go, and to realize that everybody makes mistakes. You know, everybody's done stupid things in their life that they regret, but you know, we can't hold on to regret. We can't keep all of these things bottled up inside. We have to let them flow through us so that we can become born anew in each moment and allow ourselves to feel what's coming up, and then, you know, find good, healthy ways to express it. Like I said, whether you're an artist, for me lately, just to really get more personal, you know, I feel like I've been really having to deal with, you know, my dad's passing, right? It's been such a tough thing these last few years to deal with, and a lot of times, a lot of those emotions just get bottled up inside, and we just have to try and keep pushing on through. And then, you know, eventually it's been coming up more and more to the surface and basically forcing me to deal with it. And, you know, there's been a lot of tears, there's been a lot of tough days, and a healthy way for me to express it is through my music, right? So I've been creating a few songs lately that really tap into those feelings, and I'm really expressing that sadness through a beautiful art form like music, right? And that's how we become the alchemists in our lives, to take all that energy and to turn it into something beautiful, right? To take the lead and then raise it into the gold. And, you know, I know that once I put these songs out for people to hear, then, you know, it's another beautiful step taken in me to get that off my chest and put it out to the world, and don't be so afraid of expressing these types of emotions and hard things that I've gone through in my life and that I'm going through now. And, you know, my hope is that, you know, it can inspire at least one person, right? Whoever hears it. And I know there's plenty of people going through similar things in their life, dealing with, you know, lost family members and friends, and, you know, they know how tough it is, how sad it can get sometimes, missing somebody. But, you know, that's just another beautiful part of life, and that's just it. We have to see the beauty in it all, right? We can't always just have the beautiful, sunny, joyful days or moments. There's going to be some ups and downs and some darkness and pain in our life, but that's all just to help us to grow, and it's all, you know, in divine order and divine balance. So yeah, that's all I want to share for today. Hope everyone has an amazing day, and, you know, just remember that nobody's perfect, and really nobody expects you to be perfect. So don't put those expectations on yourself, and allow yourself to be vulnerable, express yourself, and get your story out there. Share yourself with the world, because you never know who it might help. You know, like I said, you might help save somebody's life with your message right now. So that's it for today. Have a beautiful day. Peace and limitless love.